Hello, all. It is Monday, May 21st. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I want to fuck them. Monday, May 21st at 7:30 in the morning. I am just getting home. Yeah. Hot rod makes my rod hot. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah. That joke took a little bit too long to get there, but whatever. I did. Yeah, I'm just getting in from my first night of the mod crew, and the expected problems were problems. Communication turned out to be an issue because they had us work electronics, and the lady, the department manager who works electronics, was telling us this morning that she has a book, a little folder where she has laid out mods in progress. And nobody thought to tell us that book was there. So most of the stuff we did was wrong. Yay! So, first night, not so great. Hopefully this will help work the kinks out and get that going. I learned, a lot more, like working with the computer and a little bit of working with the tells on things that I hadn't done before. But it's very, for somebody like me who's very anal retentive, it's really, I don't know, like maybe I'm taking too long with it, but I'm wanting to make sure everything goes in the right place, and Buffy's rubbing up against my hand, so if the camera goes blah, 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 it's not Paranormal Activity. So this movie sucks much worse somehow. I don't know. Not a fan of Paranormal Activity. Though Chernobyl Diaries looks good, but they're not showing it here in town. That's disappoint. That's my face. It's disappoint. See, there's Buffy. I told you he was here. Right, Buffy? Yes. I think he shook his head yes, even. So you won't be able to hear me over his purring. But, it's very, it's a pretty simple process once you get on it. Some of the mods didn't really make a whole lot of sense, like which exact one is this, but that turned out to be part of the problem. Was we didn't know about her little book to tell us, hey, this is what needs to get done, and this is what's changing, and blah 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 blah, and here's my idea, the way that I want things, basically. So it's just like if every department manager just leaves us has a little book and tells us here's how we want here's how we want our stuff, then that would be awesome, because then we would know and we would be able to put everything away correctly. That's how it gets done. But it's at one point I was just thinking of all the people. Buffy. There you are. I was just thinking because like Jay had like 4 aisles or something, just fucking ridiculous, And so I just kept thinking of all the stalkers that were over there, miserable. Sorry, guys. And then it's just like, especially when they, they made a page for the meat and produce truck. I'm like, I still don't have to do that. It was kind of awesome, So I was just thinking about, all the poor stalkers who were over there. My ex-brethren. I don't know. I might be considered a traitor now. I ran away. Sorry. But, yeah, I as long as the kinks get worked out and we actually know what we're supposed to be working on, it's not going to be that bad. It's basically, look at the mod, put it how it says to put it, and it's, put the labels where the labels say they go, and then put the item there. Basically, that's the, that's the process. Right, Buff? I do right, Buff. I do the right, Buff. Buffy's so happy for me, too. Whoop, there he goes. He escape head. But, so yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like once we, you know, I mean, you got to print off the mods, you got to figure out which one's which and, you know, what goes where exactly. But it's like once you get that going, you know, and if you don't run into, you know, too many bumps in the road, electronics apparently has quite a few different things that the department manager was telling us this morning she has sent to the home office and they're supposed to fix in their system, but they haven't. Boonville? No. It'd be nice if it was in Boonville, but no, Bentonville. Get your shit together. That's what you need to do. You know, because I think there's something about, you know, they think our shelves are longer or wider or something than they actually are. We had that issue at one point. I don't even know if that's been fixed at the home office yet or not. I don't know. But yeah. So, you know, I mean, there is some stocking involved, of course, you know, because you got to put the item where it goes. But at least, like I've told other people, you know, we are starting from scratch. We are, you know, we're taking everything off the shelf and then putting everything where it goes, you know. So, as long as we actually know where things are supposed to go, should be good. But, yeah, I definitely think this is going to be... I mean, I could see where it could be a little bit of a headache, especially like today when apparently most of the stuff we did was not right. So it's just like, but the department manager did say she would take care of some of the stuff today. Like the ink. I mean, Mark had to go in the back and try to find stuff for the ink, you know. The little push shelves. I don't know exactly what they're called yet. But, yeah, the little push for the little ink cartridges. Go into your, you know, local retail outlet and look about the, you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. The little, it's in between little dividers, and then there's a little, you push it back, and then there's like this thing here, and you push it, keep pushing it back. Whoosh, high five. I don't know where that came from. What was it that I said something randomly last night? Oh, I think I mentioned the Chernobyl diaries to Mark, just kind of randomly. I do occasionally ramble. You might be used to that. You're like, no, that's ridiculous. You never do that. And bullshit. So, yes, I really think, hopefully we can, communication has been a problem. I've been working there for 5.5 years, almost 6. So it'll be 6 in August. So communication has been a problem since the dawn of time. So that will continue to cause problems, I'm sure. But, you know, it would be nice if we could get, you know, maybe like the department manager for electronics, you know, she has her little booklet and, you know, this is how I want things, you know. I was like, we'll be happy to put stuff where you want it to go, but it's like we were just kind of thrown into it without a whole lot of direction. It's just like, oh, do electronics mods. And it's like, yeah. There, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of, so if every department manager can have us a little book and being like, I want this here, and, you know, this is going, you know, this is going to be an issue, like the, oh, the software. There was, you know, something with the software. Well, to get the ink to go in right, you know, we had to move a section of the software, you know. So it ended up, the call that was made on it was the correct one to move, you know, a section, because there was like three sections over here. So we just took one section, moved it over to this side, and moved the other 2 sections down of software. So that ended up being basically what she was planning on doing with that anyway. So yay, we got one right. But it's like if we had had her little book, if somebody had told us, hey, you know, there's a little book, the book of instructions. Yeah, every once in a while, like, I know we're guys and whatever, but we'll be happy to read the instructions and put shit where you want it. No questions asked. You know, we just have to we just have to know where you want it. So just tell us. And it's just like, I mean, you know, that's a major, if that kink can get worked out, and honestly, part of me has my doubts. But like if that kink can get worked out, that will be a lot better. So at least the next time we do, if we have, I mean, we'll have to do electronics mods again at some point, I'm sure. At least we'll know that book is there, and it will tell us what to do, so that we know, so that we don't screw everything up, pretty much. But so I guess night 2 we'll be fixing night 1's mistakes. So, but it's still miles better than stalking. So, I mean, there's still some stalking involved, but at least I did just pick my nose, just in case you were wondering. I felt like I had a cat hair up there. Gee, wonder where that could have came from, Buffy. But he just responded. They think there's no water in the bathroom. There is water in the bathroom. I'm sorry, it's not fresh water. I'm sorry, I just put it out last night. I guess I'm supposed to fill it up. I kind of want to get one of those little things that will refresh the water, because they want to drink from the sink, and it's like, I don't want to turn the sink on. So if I get that, maybe it will be enough like a sink with the water running all the time, because somehow it like recycles the water. Maybe that'll make them happy. But yes. I need to just shut this off because I really don't have anything else to say. But so far, I mean, there was the expected problems were issues. I mean, unfortunately, I think that's always going to be an issue. But it would be nice if that could get worked out, because then things could get done a lot more smoothly and correct, so that we don't have to go back and fix an issue that we just caused. But like I said, still better than stalking, so I'll take it. Whoa, there with the camera.